New DD wheel, new EV cars, new trucks and more, right here, right now. Greetings Rummies and welcome to Rum, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing, and to our regular news roundup, our weekly sim racing news. Welcome to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. If you have any news for us, send us a mail to news@rumrum.net. Out of all the news this week, the most surprising has to be the new DD wheel concept presented by Cammus. If it's able to hold up to what Cammus promised, it's going to be quite the game changer. Game changes make also a big part of our news, starting now. Well, that was quick. Studio 397 went surprisingly fast from announcing the release candidate for Q2 to just dropping the Q2 update, just at the beginning of the quarter. It's as if they want to have their updates out quick before something happens. You know, like corporate sugar daddy getting a heart attack or going broke or something. These releasing the drop so very soon at the beginning of the quarter may also be the reason why there's almost no new content on offer. Sure, there's a Formula E Gen 3 car, which makes sense as rFactor 2 has been offering Formula E content over the years, but that's about all. No new tracks. Some new Formula E tracks would have been fitting, but at the moment we get them mostly through mods, almost nothing official on offer, and no other cars. At least the DLC is humanly priced at €5 USD. And sure, if you pay €25 USD, you'll get the Gen 3 car and the already existing 6 tracks of Berlin, New York, Hong Kong, Rome, Diriyah and London, which got updated branding and sponsorships. Luckily, they also got some corrections of the tarmac, including some bumps they did not have there before, and revising track limits. Hey, and you get the Gen 1 and Gen 2 Formula E cars, so if you didn't have any Formula E content until now, this may be an interesting DLC after all. On their release notes, they have extensive information on how to drive the Formula E cars and what the HUD means. And while there's an update to historic Formula cars like the Brabham BT44, the March 761 and the McLaren M2, these come thanks to Gert-Jan van Osch, a fan of the sim and not directly from the Studio 397 team. The team, on the other hand, corrected the push-to-pass behavior of the Dallara IR18 and did extensive corrections to the Van der Wal LMH. Other than that, most of what we told you already about the release candidate, see the link up there, has been included in here. Almost, cause there's a little bit more. Now the information about rain light being on is shared better across the network for multiplayer races. Throttle, brake and clutch gauges have been added to the HUD, and for modders there's been a couple more additions. The link to the release notes, which as we said includes some further information on the Formula E cars, is as always in the description of the video. Small update from KW Studios. The Mazda prototypes had changes made to the pit stop timers and some other small issues, including AI behavior, and the AI behavior on the Silhouette cars was improved. Monza's AI pit line was corrected, Silverstone got some graphics updated, Zolder got the curbs updated to 2023 as well as some material updates, while Chang got the HUD track map corrected. While it cannot yet be seen on the page where you buy your tickets, the organizers of the Sim Racing Expo assure us you will soon be able to buy your day tickets as a group, which would reduce the price per ticket from €24.50 to €21. We'll update the details of this offer as soon as we get more information. And if you want to discuss the expo and maybe find some buddies for the group ticket, head over to our Discord. Remember the T818 wheel system we showed you last week? See the link up there? Well, of course. 2 days after we reported, we got the information that it'll cost 1,100 euro USD and will be available for pre-order middle of May for EU countries, beginning of June for Australia and middle of June for UK, US, while officially going to sales middle of June for EU countries, beginning of July for Australia and middle of July for US, UK. For the rest of the world, the dates are just 2023. This is really very short. The 1.47 update of Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator we've been telling you about in the last weeks has been released for both games with exactly the changes we've told you about in the last weeks. You knew it as Drag Outer Zones until now, but Orontes and now also iRacing's game has been rebuilt as ExoCross and will be coming out in early access all over again on Steam and consoles in the fall. It seems ExoCross expands on Drag with additional content and other improvements, including physics updates, traction control, a backstory, a new game interface and new vehicle classes, and of course the ports to console systems. There's also going to be new gameplay modes like Quick Race and Championship. From the press release, it seems those who already bought Drag Outer Zones in early access will be automatically upgraded to ExoCross. Seems iRacing is expanding well into the realm of racing games, which was to be expected after they acquired Orontes Games last year. And why not? Racing games and simcades are one of the paths bringing users to sim racing. And I talk from experience here. Dakar Desert Rally has released yet another DLC, the Classics Vehicle Pack number 1. Available for 10 euro USD, if you don't own the season pass that is. This pack brings the 1986 Porsche 959 and the Tatra 815 truck, also from 1986, into the game. What, you expected more? So did we. At least the release of the DLC coincided with an update to version 1.9. Saber promised they've improved the frame rates and stability in all platforms, added graphics improvement, for example as headlight shadows and better terrain resolution, and adjusted the fuel consumption of trucks so they can drive longer. They've also added voiceover for Italian, German, Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese. On PCs, they expect the game not to crash while you are in the garage anymore, resolved issues with cloud saving on Steam, and say they have improved the steering wheel wizard compatibility, which is something we will test quite soon. If you would like to support our channel, which we sure wish you would, and can afford it, you can do so by becoming a patron at patreon.com/rFactor. Amongst other perks, becoming a patron will fix your name for posterity like this, but you'll also get to know what we plan and what we're doing, and will be able to take part in our decisions. So a big thank you to our patrons. If you're feeling friendly, please consider subscribing. This week, Chinese sim racing company Cammus dropped a completely new wheel system, the C5, and has started showing it in videos on their channel. The C5 is an interesting direct drive concept. The rim is part of the system, just like in the Logitech G923 for example, with the twist that the DD motor with 5 Nm and about 7 Nm maximum torque sits in the middle of the system and drives the rim directly. According to Cammus, this and the diameter of the system, 28 centimeters, make those 5 Nm feel like more and be as precise as any other DD system. Also, the wheel has less mass and more of the DD force can be used for the force feedback and less is needed to just move the rim. The way this system is constructed, it makes it also very easy to transport, possibly making it the first portable DD wheel system. It seems to come directly with desk clamps, again making it easy to use anywhere, and with 7 Nm maximum torque, most desks should not have a problem with it. They also have a video showing the C5 used for drifting on a flat track as well as in a downhill track. We are yet to test this wheel, unlike the 15 Nm system which we tested this week, see the link up there, so we cannot speak from experience and only tell you what Cammus tells us. We've left the links to the Cammus videos in the description. No details about price or availability are known at the moment, but as their 15 Nm DD system comes at a price of 659 USD, we expect the C5 to be well below that. Of course, we'll let you know more as soon as Cammus tells us more about the system.